What's going on, Door-to-Door Mastery fans? This is your boy, Paul Shakuri, and in this video, I'm going to uncover something that's been eating me alive, that's super important, that you need to literally get inside your head, and if you gather this, and this applies to you, because it does, for the most of you, we're going to discover and uncover a little bit about the fears and what goes through people's minds as door knockers. You're newer, or maybe you just aren't back in the groove of things, and you have to get back in the groove of things. But the problem is there's so much going on up here in your mind that it's slowing you down. Well, what does all this mean in general? Number one, we're going to be discovering and talking about fears. Now, hear me out. See, a lot of people don't speak about fears in door knocking in the way that I'm going to bring it up to you. And oftentimes when I'm dealing with clients, I all the time speak to people and they tell me, Paul, so what's the best way to knock? When's the best time to knock? Where do I go to find salespeople? And I start talking to them, okay? And this is one important one that I want to bring up to a lot of people who are, in case you're in the same situation, that you need to listen up for. People tell me all the time, they go, Paul, I want to start recruiting as a manager, and I want to start getting people to work for me, and I want to start getting an office of 25 people like you talk about, but how am I going to do that? Where do I start placing ads? And what do I tell them when they come in? And where do I send them? All these questions. And as a matter of fact, today alone, I got that asked 5 times from 5 different people, and I was like, dude, I so have to make a darn video about this, because this is eating me alive, that I need to get out the information to you guys about this. Hear me out, first of all, okay? Recruiting, this is the first thing, okay? We're going to talk about number 1, recruiting. Okay? Recruiting is not, I'm going to say it 3 times, something you should do if you are not experienced enough. If you do not have the ability to train and teach somebody else how to go out there and sell what it is you are selling, do not recruit. Did you hear me? People always say, I want to get people to work. I want to make more money. I want to have a bunch of people on doors. Great. If you're not able to do it, or you do not have somebody who is able to freaking get out there on the doors and do the knocking with them, not for them, there's a big difference. The reason why I'm a very successful leader and a manager when I'm out in the field is because I will actually physically push my reps to knock on that door, and if they fall on the ground, I will pick them up. There's a difference between here, just watch me knock, and just, did you see what I did? Oh, I do that all the time. I don't get the exact same results you're getting. Well, of course, you're not going to get the results I'm getting because I'm me. I have my own way of doing it. And people always say, like, what's your way of doing it? It's me being me. And, the big thing that you have to be is you. But here's the thing. How can you get people to work for and with you if you yourself, ladies and gentlemen, do not have the experience below the belt? Okay, that was a little low. Anyways, but if you don't really have the experience, like literally below your belt, if you don't have the experience to go out there and actually, be faced with the objections, rejections, and overcome them and handle them, how are you able to teach somebody else? Do not recruit if you have not done it. So here's what I assign to you. Set a number. Now, be it you're in alarm sales, solar, whatever it is, and you say, for example, I'm not going to start recruiting or turning it on until I achieve 25, 50, 100 accounts, personal accounts. Because why? Think about this. Even if you're a startup and you opened your own business, you're going to have a process. You're going to have something in place where you're going to have to learn the process that works for you in order to what? To learn how to, when you acquire and get the sale, get it installed, get it scheduled, get it AKA A through Z, okay? You need to learn that process and you need to be comfortable with it. Don't just waste other people's time bringing them into your office, and likewise, vice versa, them waste yours, or even more importantly, the money. The money you're going to spend on getting these people. Look, getting people in the doors and getting them to work outside is not the most difficult task. It's time consuming. You got to know what you're doing. But once again, of course, I teach and train that stuff. So it's not a hard process. But do not do it, folks, if you have not already committed to really learn it. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more experienced, and you guys and gals are actually wanting to scale up because you've gotten your 50 to 100 accounts and you want to start getting people in the door, well, next it's going to be taking commitment. This is how it looks like, okay? So you want to recruit. You want to grow a team. And I always say, if you're going to grow a team, you have to grow a team. You have to, inside your mind, build a team of 25 people, okay? That's what ultimately your first goal should be. I shouldn't say first goal, but your ultimate big picture first goal to be is within, 1 to 2 years to have a solid crew of 25 people who are going out there on the doors. Now, how do you do that? You can do it in multiple ways, and you can strategize it how you please. What I like seeing is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 managers, okay? 5 actual managers out there. Okay, so you have actual managers. That's the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And under each of them, they all have simple 5 people. How do you do this? Look at the structure. Look at the structure. You cannot have a team of 25 people under one person. Well, I shouldn't say you can't. I mean, I definitely did it. I'm just saying if you divide it amongst 5 managers, call them team leaders, whatever you want, you perhaps can start off yourself. Sales rep, okay? You have to yourself climb to the top of the mountain. You have to yourself start yourself in this position. Paul, did you start knocking on doors and were you over there? Absolutely. Over 12 years ago, I was straight in the front line knocking on doors literally 8 to 12 hours a day. I was thrown out on turf only to be picked up late at nighttime. And yes, my last deal even was at midnight one time. On that day, I got 10 alarm accounts in one day. But literally, I was out there as a salesperson learning this. And then as that, I moved my way into management. And after I started moving myself into management and having sales reps underneath me, I started moving into regionally managing and having managers who were my sales reps here move into these spots directly over there. And then once I became this, I even became a business owner. Okay? And as I became a business owner, I'm able to do all these different types of things, to learn how to know and understand people and what the struggles they're going to go through, all the way to teaching and training you. Look, there are a lot of people out there on YouTube who they'll make a video, and a lot of them frustrate me, and they really do. And I've actually commented on a bunch of other videos. They sound all nice and pretty and precious with like words. A, do this. B, do that. C, if that works for you, great. Shit like that's never worked for me, and sorry for my language, but it hasn't. I'm a realist. I talk about literally the grind, the hustle, the words that come out of my mouth. It's from experience. It's not about some A, B, C, D crap that I've learned in a book. Oh, A, so I'm on the doors. Attention. I have to pay attention. B, but to me that doesn't work. To me, it's get out on the doors. If you're getting rejected and people are turning you down, there has to be a reason why they're actually doing that, okay? And once you uncover and once you understand that it's all inside your mind, you start looking, people start to look for so many different paths to get here. Okay? I get it. Some of you might already be business owners. That's fine. But what I'm saying is so many people want to just jump up to this. And by the way, being a regional manager or a manager for a company could also be your business owner if you're an independent contractor. There's nothing wrong with working for another established company, but still have your own business of reps underneath you where you guys are all passing business to some other company. And that's fine. That's perfect. As a matter of fact, that's a great way to scale up. But if that's the way that you're going to do this, understand that you're going to have to put the time and effort into really building that structure and that foundation before your mind starts going a million miles an hour to start wanting to do so many other different things by thinking like overthinking. And this is where a lot of people fall in. So we talked about this recruiting process. I hope that makes sense. The second main thing before we end this video here is I want to speak about that. It's overthinking. Okay? This is where a lot of people, and this killed me for the longest period of time. And as you guys know now with my software company, where we have our own door-to-door sales rep app at activeknocker.com, we have philquick.com, which is the largest now, proud to say, in our opinion and based on people telling me security software, CRM in the business, at philquick.com. And yes, philquick.com, by the way, that was for those haters who are like, oh, he's always promoting his crap in his videos. I shouldn't say that. There's one or two here and there. Yeah, I'm going to continue to promote it. You don't like it? Go find somebody else to actually watch their videos. I can care less. I'm here to give you all the wealth of knowledge, but guess what? If I'm able to give you this much information at absolutely no cost, and hashtag thank you so much for backing me up, you other backers on the comments over there, then if I can also provide you in some other way in this industry, quality software, quality content for very next to literal no investment, wouldn't it make sense to possibly, reach out and go back? By the way, masterdd.com, that is another plug, masterdd.com for my door-to-door mastery membership program. That's going to teach you everything you need to learn, everything I go through all in one members area from A to Z, and so much more detail about how to close deals. Why people reject you, how to overcome objections, how to recruit and build sales forces and teams doing door-to-door sales. Maybe perhaps you're a business owner doing pest control, solar, home security, life insurance, lawn care. That program is for you, masterdd2d.com. And by the way, if you still haven't taken me up on the free offer in the description and you watch these videos and you've subscribed on my YouTube channel, but you still didn't smash that subscribe with the little notification thing, go ahead and do that, and also click on the link in this description. That's my 3 free video series with hours of content for free. That's not enough for you? I don't know what is. Keep watching. Overthinking. Here you go. This is what you're going to have to focus on not doing. See, people will say, okay, so when I knock on doors, what if they do that? And then how many doors should I knock on? And how late should I stay out working until? By the way, that's the next video coming out. But how late should I be working? What should I be? And then they start going, yeah, but what if this happened? And what about that scenario? To the point where you paralyze yourself. Okay? You paralyze yourself. And when you paralyze yourself, you end up crippled on the floor mentally. And this is your mental mindset, okay? And here's you end up turning your mindset literally to the point where you're like, feel so drained that you don't even go out there. And I know so many people that they make excuses. You sales reps, a lot of you out there, and managers, and you name it, business owners, not even to go back into their businesses, they make these dang excuses because of this. This is the plain and simple thing. I've been there. I know the feeling. But guess what? One thing you have to do is find out who your true worth is. And a lot of you, I'll be honest with you, you just don't have what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur to close more deals at those doors. But for the mass majority of you, if you're literally subscribed to this channel and you check in often and you really want to obviously go out there and you're knocking on a bunch of doors and you're researching, and you are willing to do what it takes that's legal in reason, obviously, to make sure you give your all, and no matter how hard you fall to overcome this challenge, you will be successful at this. You'll be successful, and I mean successful, and obviously we all know there's many different ways of success. You will be successful at closing deals, building an office, and understand that when this happens, you need to shake it off as quick as possible and start focusing on the realities. The more people I talk to start, the more sales I'm going to get. But it's not just about talking to more people. It's about getting better at understanding the process. And when you get better, what happens? Folks, your closing ratio goes up. And when your closing ratio goes up, you talk to the same amount of people, the 8 hours a day, it's getting warm outside. What do you have better to do? Do you have goals set? Again, you don't got the masterdd.com program. I go through all that in there, but you got to get those goals set. You got to know why you're knocking. You got to set that all up, and you got to close more deals. So stop paralyzing yourself. Stop overthinking it. You can't keep thinking, what if, this and that. It's easy. I shouldn't say that. I'll back it up. It's simple. The more people you talk to start, the more deals you're going to close. The more people you talk to, the better you're going to get. The better you get, the same amount of people you talk to, guess what? The higher your closing ratio, the more sales you get. Start closing more sales by taking control of your mindset. Your mindset is everything, folks. I can tell you from experience and from training over 10,000 people on a day-to-day basis, yes, on my YouTube channel, over 10,000 subscribers currently at this time, but then also on my door-to-door mastery members area and so much more, folks, it works. I need you to understand you got to take control today. I hope you're on turf, or maybe perhaps you're even on your way to turf. If it is, hope this video is super exciting and motivating. You could be a closing all-star starting as quick as within the next 10 minutes. Get to that next door, get those deals, and close more sales selling door to door. Click the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you stay tuned all the time. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next video. Boom!